Hey guys, it's Keralis. Welcome back everybody to Banished. Just sit back, relax and enjoy. And if you do, as always, smash the like button and leave some nice feedback in the comment section. Some of you guys might be like, oh my god, this series ended. No. I've just been busy playing Life is Feudal, Forest Village, and I do fairly enjoy it. However, it is missing quite a bit of features so far. Even though it's a full release game, they're still working on fixing some stuff in the game. But we're back with some Banished. Previous episode, we finished this like a little wheat community. Not weed, wheat. We're gonna be producing some wheat and bread and cake and whatnot. Today's episode, oh, by the way, off camera, I did manage to finish this house. Well, not house, just the little exterior areas. And, okay, don't judge those guys, alright? Not sure. Well, I wish that was not a feature. But hey, they walk through it. I added 2 extra houses. A little playground here in the back. I don't know if that is a legit feature, but now it is here, right? So that area is pretty much completed. We're making some tobacco, some hemp, and some coffee over here. Today's episode, I kind of felt like this, even though the game is lagging to bits. Hey, who did that? That was such a beautiful tree and you did that? Man, today's episode I kind of want to go in and do something else. I've been thinking, like, we haven't done this yet. Whereabouts is it? Let me just find it. It is this over here. No, here. Where the crap is it? Here. The diarrhea parlor, which makes milk. And then we have the milking bar. Let me just go to an area where you guys can actually see this. We can't tweak the color of it. Like, I think we can tweak some settings here in the back with a little tank. So I guess this is going to be producing milk, and then the guy next to this is going to be producing like butter and cream and whatnot. So pause the game for a little moment. Where do we even start? Like the ideal area would be hereabouts, but it kind of feels like it's so far from the main city, I guess. And this area is getting filled up. Here would not be a bad idea either. But then we got all the logs over here. So let that just be. Well, the community is definitely growing. It is definitely getting bigger and bigger. That's what she said. Let's do it. Like, we have this area over here, or we have this area. Let's just do it over here. Let's resume the gameplay, and we're going to be doing, first of all, some roads. So let's just... We do have one here. So let's just extend this upwards. Let's keep it even Steven. 70 tiles that direction, and then let's just, people gonna hate me, but it is what it is. Let's just get rid of all the stuff from about here to a big area. Let's do 40 by 30 to begin with. Bam. Don't judge this project, all right? Now we get a big clearing where we can do stuff, and I've been thinking maybe what we should do is actually get a few of those guys in as well. Because that would look kind of cool, just having like those guys in front of the thingy. And why am I doing this? Well, I kind of want to move the cows. Previous episode we acquired some cows, and you guys been really like, hey, don't forget about the cows. And they're still not dead. They're still like the Frisian cows, I think they're called. So we still need to move them to a farm field somewabouts. Let's do it, dear people. First is first. Let's just get into this. Let's just get this operational and the milking barn. So let's start placing this as maybe like a little thingy. Which way do we place it? I think it's kind of goes both ways, right? There's no like front and back way. Let's just put it down like this. Here in the far end. Just in the middle about here. Bam. That's going to require some domesticated animals and logs, and that is not a big deal. By the way, we still haven't got any nomads, and I'm surprised. I don't think this is working out. We have 572 people living in the community. But what I'm thinking about is the domesticated animals. How many do we have? 474. Okay, I don't think that's going to be a big issue for us, alright? So then we can put down tons of those little farms all the way around the place. And that's gonna look pretty darn snazzy. What is this? Is that like chicken legs? Man, I don't know. Maybe dead chickens. And plucked chickens. These plucked? I think it's called plucked. And there are small chickens as well. We need to move those. Been saying that for like 10 episodes, but hey, it's gonna happen. So we're gonna have this guy over here, and next to that, I'm not sure that is gonna connect nicely. But I guess it's intended, right? So we have this, and then on the side to that, it should be like one of those. Am I right or am I wrong? Huh. Let's place it here. Let's gonna see what happens. That is just stone and some logs, and that should not be a big issue. Let them build this up first, and we're gonna see. By the way, where's the... It is just here in the middle. So let's make a road. Let's make a double road, because I think there was double doors, and we're gonna see... Okay, that is not what I had in mind. Let's remove it. There we go. The only problem, and I know I mentioned it quite a bit, like this game starts lagging 2 bits once you reach the population of like this size. I guess it's a combination between the mods itself and just the sheer detail, but I think mostly what is causing the lag is the population. Because as soon as the population got up to like 300, yeah, I don't know if the game works that good. My computer should not be having issues to handle this amount of people, but it is just something about the game. But it's so beautiful. Even though, for those of you watching the Life is Feudal series, you know, like just zooming in, going into first person, complete game changer. Just walking about in your communities, it's not just something special. You guys are harvesting, yes, you are. Like scarecrows. In Life is Feudal, that has a purpose. Here, decoration. But don't we love it? We pretty much love it. Those guys working, yeah, they're kind of making some flour. So let them do it. What do we have? We have 33 laborers and 10 builders. That should not be a big issue. However, the distance to this place is quite sheer. This is beautiful. I know it, like, I was going for like the... what you gonna call it, like the grayish, woodish theme all over the place, but having a little bit of splashes of color from time to time, I guess that is not bad. I love it. So perfect, let's just resume this. So now I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do a road like this, like that, like this, like that, and also a trader. Who is this guy and what do you want from me? Apricot seeds, white mulberry seeds, cotton, and olives. I don't think we've got the olives, however, do we want to buy them apricots? Nah, let's just dismiss this guy. However, seed guys do not often come by over here, so, well, it is what it is. We don't really need that. Look at the little people. So this is going to be making what? Milk, right? So they're going to be acting exactly the same as those guys, as I understand it. Why, you know, people? Let's add 1 person to this. Perfect, done it. So let's just get back here. Also want to have... Let's make a road from that to that. And then what we could have here in between is some type of like... not a jungle, but just some bushes just to make it look a little bit nicer. Then I was thinking, where was those? Food. There are little milk pens. Wool pens, milk pens, and an egg pen. Should we just do this? Yeah. Just thinking about it. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Jump away. 1, 2, and 3. Can we squeeze in? Well, we could maybe if we didn't keep that. Nah. Let's just keep it like that. However, thinking about it, should we do... We could do this as well. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And you might be thinking, this is going cray. Yeah, it pretty much is. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. There's a lot of them. Should we extend them? That would look kind of decent. 1, 2, 3. Turn it, twist it, and put it down. 1, 2, and 3. Man, that is a lot. 6, 12, 18, 24 in total. Yeah, that is gonna be quite a few of those guys. But if that's gonna look nice, well, who am I to say no to that? And by the way, my voice is a little bit deeper, Bonnie Tyler actish, is just mainly because I've got the allergies and my throat is clogged up, my eyes are tearing up, and my nose is snotty. It's just a normal day in this time of year for me. Boom, and boom, and boom. And then just surround that just in behind this building somehow. Where can we take this out? Here. Man, that might be a little bit overkill when it comes to the pens. However, having a spacing in between them and having the road here would maybe look cooler. Yeah. Nah, let's just have it here. We're gonna see what happens. I think it's gonna look really cool just having like all those cows. It's gonna require quite a bit of animals. I think, how much is it per each? Was it 4? 4, let me just see, where is about this? 4 animals, 4 domesticated animals per one. However, you know what I found? Let's do this as well. Whereabouts was it? Is it this one? I'm not sure what this was. Oh, that was the little thingy, right? Was it... Whereabouts did we place that guy? It was this guy. Yeah, it is. It's the wild shepherd. We should maybe move him, because now he's kind of like pooped down here in the middle of the thing, but... You can only have one guy. However, this guy is the guy who makes the domesticated animals, picks them up and finds them and whatnot. Pretty glorious. But the stables... For production of domesticated animals. Man, it's the same design as well. Isn't it? Pretty much is. Should we? Might just be too close to that building. The thing about this is that people can go through it seems, as well. Is there any right or wrong? Let's keep the windows that way, inwards. And then we can maybe place one here with the windows facing inwards. Everything is about the details, everybody. Don't neglect the details. Even this game, it might not be about making stuff pretty. It makes me happy making stuff pretty, I guess. And then get those in all the way through. Can even take the road throughout this stable. And then, oh yeah. Go here and then connect them up like this. And they could have stuff in between those buildings as well. Maybe nothing like spectacular, but maybe some trees or bushes and whatnot. 2 ginormous stable, domesticated animals and lumber. So that should not be a big thing for us. I'm surprised they're making roads. This has never happened. Like usually they don't build the roads. They just wait for that with that like forever. But now they're actually making progress. I'm proud of you guys. Let's build this up because that's gonna take forever. Let's speed this up. And it's definitely gonna be something. It is still killing me a little bit here. If we would have a spacing in between a road here, that would might space that up even nicer. Just to make it a little bit more symmetrical. Man, I had to do it, okay? So now we've spaced out the farms or the pens a little bit more. We have a road going in between. We could remove this, have some decoration next to it. But in my opinion, this looks much better. However, 24 pens to build, 2 stables, the summer of 72. This is gonna take forever to do. However, this is operational, right? Yes, it is. This is operational. It's getting milk already. So let's get some personnel into that, I guess. Some people into that and making cheese already. You guys, amazing. All right, let them get to it. The beauty of the game. Holy cow. There's a lot of cows in this area now. And it only took about a year to complete, half a year. And that is the beauty of having a lot of builders and laborers just carrying stuff back and forth. However, I've set those roads to be demolished. Hopefully they do that soon. Mainly because I've been inspecting this, alright? And this is a diarrhea par, right? And it's not going to be making that much. We're going to be producing tons and tons and tons of milk. This guy over here, like for 4 workers, this is just unnecessary. It's oversized, but it looks beautiful. Like comparing them, like, okay, those have not been up for a year yet. But for example, let's just compare them to this. This is on 1 worker. It produces about 300 milk. That is not bad, considering the size of it, okay? But it might be a little bit cheaty, however, but this here, you know what? It is here to stay. So I've been thinking what we should do is this. I did set up a few extra of those storage barns. Problem with that is I couldn't really find a storage barn which kind of fits the theme, like the reddish design. Like we have those, I guess that kind of works out, but I think this one was the only one which kind of fits a little bit when it comes to the theme. That doesn't. That is a grain silo. No, this is a root cellar. That's not gonna cut it. Meat lockers. This one would be quite cool as well, but it's a bank barn, so it needs to be placed on a bank. I never used that, but I guess you just place it next to a bank like this somehow. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. So we do have quite a bit of those. And silk cocoons. You gotta be kidding me. Are you carrying silk cocoons from the other side of the map to this place? Where's the closest place for silk cocoons? It's here. I'm not gonna be the guy who judges, okay? Let them do that. But I've been thinking what we should do is maybe get a few extra of those diarrhea powers in next to that, because they fit quite nicely into that building as well. So if I would place one over here, twist it and poop it down next to that building, and hopefully what I'm thinking, removing those rows will allow us to place 2 in the middle as well. So that should be 5 in that area. Not too shabby, right? And then get just a road going over here to that. It is definitely gonna take a while until this is up and running, and the the detailing is gonna be done off camera, I guess. The thing about those over here, the stables, they do require oats, barley, corn, wheat, sugar, sorghum, or rye to produce domesticated animals, and that is what I do. But I do like the design of it, so I guess we need some fills here as well. First is first, we need to set up some housing over here, mainly just so people can live close to the workplace, because I think the closest place is this community over here now, and they still have a distance to travel, okay? Okay, so let's do that. And let's see, the Georgian houses is the houses I think we're gonna go for. By the way, can I put down one of those in the back of those? It's gonna be tricky to see, that is for sure. Let's see, if I would place this like that, okay? No regrets. And then having a house like this. I'm not sure this is gonna work out whatsoever. But they seem to be ending on the same point, so hopefully that is how it works out. And then just having a road going. That continues throughout this, into the front of the building. And we should have, yeah, let's do something like this. And let's have one more house. Not really sure how much those hold, like people-wise. But hopefully that's gonna be enough for us. Georgian house. So that is gonna be placed here, right? And then the back part. Yeah, it's debatable if this is gonna look nice. Yay. Problem. This road can't be going here now. Yeah, it can. Okay, perfect. It's gonna be something. And then we could have maybe some fields here. Just to get... What crops do we exactly have purchased? Let's see here. Tomatoes. That's not gonna cut it. We do have the wheat, broccoli, turnips. I think the wheat is the only thing we can use for the moment until we buy other crops. So let's go with some wheat fields, just to get those guys happy. And don't forget about the fishing cows in the port, right? Because more important that we don't kill them off. How's the space in between here? That is 19. 19 tiles. It's gonna look a little bit silly having farms so close to everything, right? But should we? 11 on 11 would be the ideal size. But it's nah. Let's just do this. 19 on 20, not an ideal size by any manners, but 9 on 20 here as well. So it's gonna be 2 of those fields and a road just going in between, and there's gonna be wheat on both of them. Just producing the wheat. Oh no. For those guys to get the domesticated animals up and running. Did I remove this road? What the crap? Okay, let's just... What the crap is going on? This guy should remove the roads, right? Hello? Well, hopefully it does remove them. Otherwise we're stuck with this fugly gravel road. Okay, those guys are removed. So moment of truth. We do have the windows here, which would be ideal to keep. But having 2 of those extra guys just pooping out the diarrhea products, that would be the way to go, I think. Whereabouts is that exactly? Here. Okay, we can squeeze in 1. Can we turn it and No! Okay, that's 3 tiles. Okay, that sucks a little bit. Let's just cancel that operation. Okay, I'd rather have the space with the windows and then maybe be happy with just having 3 of those. Man, this sucks so bad. Can you... Oh, let me... What? Crop field? I don't get it. How is this a crop field? It is technically a road. So building? Okay, my game is starting to be a little bit crazy. I'm not sure how that became a crop field. I have no clue. No clue whatsoever, but let it be, let it be. Get that road up as well. Perfect. So 2 wheat fields, those houses, and then more houses over here, and maybe a farm or a pasture for the cows over here someabouts. Snazzy, snazzy, snazzy. This actually came out pretty darn amazing. It looks a little bit nyeh here with the windows and all, but... not too bad, not too bad. I love it. So those fields here are going to be producing wheat. So let's assign that as a wheat guy. So 200 wheat per domestic animal? Or how does this operate even? Wheat. I think we're going to buy oats or something just to keep the variation, or even barley, corn. Corn would be kind of cool just having here, growing somewhat abouts. So now we have this setup. There's going to be a lot of milk. So hopefully we can get by. I don't know, I mean, can you just eat milk as it is? I think you can, right? I think that counts into like a food count itself. So just in case we don't produce like dairy products out of it, we could just drink the milk, I guess. But now let's just see here. Let's build up this further up here, maybe about 20 tiles that direction. Like this, and then we can have some extra houses. The pastures, however, how big do we want to have it? And the question is, where do we want to have it? The pastures, standard pasture, fenceless pasture, slope pasture, and a bare pasture. I guess the bare pasture comes without a house on top of it, or in it. Yes, it does, because I don't think this house is that suiting. Okay, it's a little bit of a lag spike. There we go. Yeah, it's not really that suiting, so we could just go with a bare pasture and make like a bare pasture 20 by 20 somewhere abouts. How big is a 20 by 20 area? That is fairly big. How about just behind it? How big would that be if we would extend it as 25 tiles at 12 tiles? This is not going to be ideal whatsoever. But should we? I think we should. 26 on 12. There's gonna be a big pasture just behind that barn, so we can move the Frisian cows. Are they still alive? Yes, they are. They're not happy about the situation. They've been standing there for like a few years now, but hey, as long as they're still standing, and this guy over here, yeah, we're just auto-buying food, I guess. And what we could do, since those guys here are going to be producing the domesticated animals, since the worth of that is quite big, we could maybe make another port just behind here and auto-trade food as well from that guy. Possibilities? I think so. And next to that pasture, should we have another pasture? Or should we just have houses? Let's just see here. If I would make another pasture here, you know what we should do? How big was that pasture? That pasture is 26 tiles on 12. Alright, let's do a little cancellation job on that, because that's going to take them forever just to chop down the woods. So let's bring that up 27 tiles, and we can have a road in the end. Bam, perfect. Here's pretty much picture perfect. And now the pasture, 26. Bam, perfect. And still some logs. Oh, okay. I kind of thought that would be like the plantation when it just poops in straight away, but I guess not. So we still need to wait for them to build it, but at least they don't have to chop down half of the forest on the map just to get by. That might be a little bit silly, but we're gonna surround it with some of those fences around, and yeah, that's gonna be a win-win. Can we squeeze in some houses here? I guess the seaport, or not seaport, do we call it a seaport? No, we don't. Whereabouts is it? Is in the trade category, right? Let me see here. Here. If we could have, like, food is the thing is going to be crucial for us. Industry supplier, farm supplier. Which guy? Food supplier. It is not fitting the theme, Keralis. Doesn't matter. As long as we can trade the domesticated animals about here, that is going to be a win-win in my books. Just having this guy like here. And maybe one more. Would be a thing, but it's not. Let's just keep one, okay? Because the boat is going to be coming around the corner, and then just auto-trade the domesticated animals. Are you guys doing anything, by the way? No, not yet. I guess they haven't got any wheat yet, so that explains the situation. Hopefully that is how it's operate. Like, one domesticated animals costs 200 wheat. Oh, look at this guy, he's planting already. He's not doing a fantastic job, but the thing is, we just need the houses here. As soon as we get the houses up and running, that should not be an issue for us. So let's see. One more pasture or houses? Like we could squeeze in a ginormous one and then have some houses next to it. Huh. This is a question. Let's do that. Let's have... Where does the river come? It comes about here. So let's have a pasture which is... Crap, it's really hard to see. I think the road is coming over here, right? Yes, it is. 27 on 16. Would that be a thing? Is this gonna look nice? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Most definitely. Boom, boom, bada beam. And get the pasture in here. It's gonna be 26 tiles on 15 or 16. 16. Bam. 2 ginormous pastures. I'm just wondering how many animals that's gonna hold. We're gonna split and just have the cows over here. And then add some houses where we can add some houses. Just for the people to get by. However, we would need some education around here. We would need a market. So it's definitely not over until the fat lady sings. But it's a good start. I take that. Yeah, that's gonna take them a while. But now let's just go with the ghost fencing. And that's something I actually will do off camera. Because it is quite boring to watch this. Should we just surround it whole? Maybe just keep a little gap here for the door? Just so it looks nice? Let's do it. And let's just build them up. Everybody, I'm gonna be back as soon as this is up and semi-running, I guess. I don't think it matters if we overlap them or not. Maybe not the ideal pasture fence, but it is a pasture fence. Hands down, this has to be my favorite part of the map now. Like previous episode we had a new favorite part, now this is. I know there's a lot of red and white houses. We should maybe have spiced them up, made some white, some gray and whatnot, but hey, it is here to stay. I did add a school over here, like those normal schools, and I did upgrade that to a farmer's college. It looks worse than the school it did, but hey, I'm not gonna tweak it. Like there's 8 students and that is working out. Also added a little chapel over here for the people in their region. And here, not the ideal farm as you can see. That is not the ideal size because this should be ending like here somewhat. But hey, it's Pierce. Doesn't matter, you know what I mean, right? So we're gonna have some, just to spice it up with some color and whatnot. That's gonna look really nice. Also, I added 2 of those leghorn farms over here. So that is gonna be something. So instead of having them over here, they're gonna move to this place instead. Leghorns and leghorns. And this is gonna be empty, I think. And then we can maybe tweak those guys in the future. Also added some houses here and there. Not sure why they're not building out here. It's just a basket. Ho. No. Let's just cancellation job on this road here. There we go. And here, instead of that, we're going to build a community building, which is going to be a well. Like this. Perfect. So that's going to be here instead. Added some houses here in the far end. And the fence goes all around. I'm not sure why I can't split those animals. Maybe we need 8 to split them, so that's 15 cows and that's 20 cows, so there's 35 cows in total. Not the ideal size, but we do have those pastures, a little bit bare. Maybe because they are bare pastures. What we could do technically is just get in here and add some ghost trees. I guess that might actually be a thing. Just to spice it up a little bit, otherwise it's going to be so super bland. And those town maples, I have not used them that much on this map yet. But just having that as a division between those farms and that farms, those farms over here, I think that is a win-win in my book. Some clothes, some benches, not that much decoration as I can afford, but I'm running out of time a little bit. Should maybe even, yeah, let's do that. Let's remove a little piece of the thing over here, and we're gonna make a well here as well. Just so we have those wells, because they do fit quite nicely. I'm not sure people are gonna use them or whatnot, but those guys here on the other hand are getting some wheat, which means one animal. Hey, they look nice, alright? So give me a break. Is this operational? It's definitely me starting to make some. This guy over here starting to make some. Perfect. And a trader, which... Ooh, double traders. Dude, what you got? Do you get any... Oat, barley. Yeah, barley is something we could... barley and oats. Let's buy those. Cannolis? No. Sorghum. Let's buy one of those. That's 12k, right? We need 12k. So let's sell 9k of that because we got that. 9,500 even, just to be that. And then we just need 2,500 more to sell. So let's sell 2,250 of those. And that's 12k. Is there anything else we need? Oranges, we got that. Cucumber, beans, maple. Is that maples? Do we have maples? I don't know. I think we do. And dismiss. Be gone, boat. Be gone. And this guy on the side is just out of buying some food. Yes, you are. Perfect. Dismiss, sir. We already bought what we needed. Everybody, that is going to conclude today's episode of Banished. I think we've done fantastic progress in this area. It took some time. Believe me, it took some time. But it's starting to look really amazing. However, where would that road go? Well, let me just see here. Before we say goodbyes, which we should have done ages ago. Can we get that road in? Let's see, where does that go? It goes in. Don't tell me that. Oh, it's symmetrical even. Perfect. That goes into that road over here. That's going to be amazing. However, this is going to be too wide. Is that something we can do? Yes, most definitely. Boom. So we're going to have another road here. We should have one in the middle as well. Maybe some bridges over to that side so we connect that little community over here as well. But at the end of the day... Love it? Yes, I do. Very much. However, how many people do we got in the community in total at the end of this episode? We have 660 lucky souls, clothing 98% and educated 69. So there's a little bunch of idiots here and there walking about. Did we, however, place a school in this sector? Yes, I think we did, didn't we? No, we did not. We have the parish house, we have the hospital, but I don't think we placed a school over here. Yikes. Well, I guess we need a school over here as well in the future. No, we have a school. We placed it over here. Alright, so that got 90 students. How come I can't upgrade those guys? Oh, okay, I see. There's two different type of schools. The one I've upgraded was not this one, but this one. So I placed that over there, and this one here, the one-room schoolhouse, can be upgraded to another building. Okay, I see. I see how it goes. Everybody, is this gonna be the final goodbyes? You know me. Stuff might happen, but I think so. Let's just end on a beautiful shot in this community, which takes absolutely forever to get to. There we go. Cows got milk. Yes, we do. Everybody, have a very nice day and smash the like button if you guys did enjoy. Bye-bye.